Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Shelly, and this is Lovable Shelly Belly's BL Reactions. So today we are going to be on tharntype episode 9. And it's starting off where Sand kissed Tharn. Tharn kind of pushed him away. Type comes in, punches Tharn, dumbass, and gets up in Sand's face and he's like, "Tharn is mine. Tharn is mine. Tharn is mine." So they start a little quarrel, basically. And Sand's like, "Why don't we take this upstairs so your neighbors don't see a gay couple argue or gay argument going on?" So that happens. So Sand basically did all this to get Type to admit that he was dating Tharn because Type didn't want anybody to know. And Tharn doesn't like keeping the relationship a secret, but he has no choice because that's what Type wants. So Sand is doing this basically to be like, hey, think about Tharn's feelings about this situation too. Oh, because Tharn was Sand's first love. So, yeah. That's what happened. Type is basically with Tharn, and I love his little spiel of, I hate your senior, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this about him, and I hate this about him, but most importantly, I hate this feeling of jealousy that I'm getting right now. Which, of course, makes Tharn's Type, makes Tharn stay, because Type being jealous to Tharn is a good thing, because it's like, oh wait, he cares, he loves me, he just won't admit it. That type situation. Of course. Of course. And once again, I forgot to do this, so I am going to put it here instead. If you have not had a chance to like, subscribe, or hit the notifications bell to be reminded of roughly 3 days a week I'm posting, please go ahead and do that now. Also, if you have any BL suggestions from any country, region, anywhere, as long as I can find them on a couple of the apps that I have. I do not have a VPN, so keep that in mind. And they are English subtitled. Just leave the name down below, and I will go ahead and check that out. Okay, now with that being said, let's get back to tharntype episode 9. Let's go. Tharn admitting, or Type admitting he is jealous is so cute. But Golf and you alone are... yeah. Type apologizing for never being a good boyfriend. Shouldn't you have already come to terms with the fact that you're dating a man? Aww. Tharn can wait for the day that Type is ready. He doesn't need to force himself. But this self-centered man never wants to break up with you because the senior basically called Type Sand. Basically said that Type was being self-centered. So now they are going to the bar where Tharn works. And of course, Type decides to make Tharn jealous. And of course, they go to the bathroom and start kissing and everything, and then Type knees or kicks Tharn in the crotch. And it's like, guess we won't be having any fun tonight, huh? Type is opening up and telling a few people. So he told Jeb and Jeb's husband, who is the owner of the bar, that they were together. And he's like, why do you seem so surprised? I just want to tell people you're mine. So he's slowly opening up and letting, and I love that one. He's slowly opening up and telling people. Very slowly, but at least Type is doing it. Okay? He's learning. But still, if you're making your man jealous in the next couple of minutes, I told you guys I've already seen this one a lot. But, yeah. Basically, Type and Tharn just texted back and forth. I love the fact that Tharn is like, oh, you're going to wait up for me? Because, he's not going to be back until late. And Type calls him a dick. And he says possessive. And then Type's like, you want to die? And Tharn just does the fives. Which, I did not know that the fives meant LOL or laughing out loud. But I guess it does. I've learned that recently watching the BLs and stuff, so yeah. And now Champ's like, why aren't you going to practice? Yeah, it's his girlfriend. I love that Champ is asking for tutoring help. Thank you, Champ. Champ is like, I didn't know you could have that look of someone in love to Type. But Type's like, what are you talking about? Are you drunk? No, Type. He knows that you're in love, but he doesn't know that you're in love with Tharn. Will you just admit that you're in love with that boy? This is still one of my favorite parts of this whole episode. So, Tharn and Type go to Tharn's house to grab something. Tharn's brother, is there. And Danya, their sister, overheard that Tharn was coming, so she skipped her band practice. And she called her parents and said, Tharn is bringing a special friend over. So now Type, who was not prepared to meet anybody in the family, meets Thorn, the sister, Thanya, and the two parents. Oh boy. And then, of course, it's great because they find out that Type's family owns a bed and breakfast or whatever, a resort thing on this island. And they're like, hey, why don't we go there? And Type is just like, oh dear God. And Tharn's like, no, you don't have to go there. It's fine. It's fine. Don't go there. But it's the funniest thing because, like, when you go and you're not expecting to meet the significant other's family, and then all of a sudden they're there, those nerves are horrible. They're like, oh my god, like they're here. I have to. You start freaking out, and the fact that Type does that is great. It's time for somebody to have dinner with the family, so it's great. And the parent, I love that the family doesn't understand how awkward this is for Type. It's great. They're just like, let's eat, let's have dinner, let's all. But it's so awkward for Type, and it's great. Okay, so like I was saying, I'm gonna repeat it I'm sorry. Yeah, so they're all like eating at Tharn's house, and it's Tharn and Type with Tharn's mom and dad, his sister, and his brother. And Type, when they're not expecting to even go to the house, nonetheless meet the family. So it's a very awkward dinner. It's kind of funny. I love that they're like talking about Type's family, and then Tharn's dad is like, so, how do you like living with my son? Does he make you uncomfortable? Yeah, Tharn, does your boyfriend make you uncomfortable? Like, it's great. I love that Type's dad or Tharn's dad is like, let's make a family trip to the island and stay at Type's family's resort. And Tharn's like, yeah, let's go now. And Type tried to kick him, but instead he kicked Thorn, not Tharn. I don't want to get her again. Tharn's mom's like, you can go to just spend the night. It's fine. Gulp. Way to go, Mom. Poor Type. You look like you're very angry. Yes, darn, his parents found out and they don't mind. So would you just make up with your mans already? Type is constantly overthinking. Of course, Darn will do it more. If you're stressed, Darn will be more stressed. And if you're worried, Darn would be more worried. So stop it. Exactly. Your mans won't let you feel bad alone. Of course he forgives you. Darn always wanting to have sex. And they're in Darn's parents' home in Darn's old bedroom. Yeah, Type, his parents really like you. Chill. No, you don't. You love him. You don't hate him. Kiss and makeup. And they're doing the Spider-Man kiss. Spider-Man kiss. I love Darn just watching Type sleep. It's great. Really like strokes the side of his head. Type threw a pillow at Darn when Type woke up. Techno shirt. I'm a boy, not a toy. I fucking love it. Of course, this is when Type sees Tharn playing the drums for the first time. And I'm sorry, when Tharn plays the drums and he does that little spinny thing he does with the. Dude, it is so fucking hot watching him play the drums. I can see why freaking Type got turned on by that shit. But, of course, you have fucking Lahong who brings up the past about what Type did about the I hate gays and that whole situation. He brought that all up again, which was in the past. And it's just like, dude, I don't like Lahong to begin with because of all the shit he's done. I want to literally grind his bones into dust. You find out, I believe, some of what he did on episode 11. Most of it comes out on episode 12. So, a few more episodes and you'll know why I want to grind his bones into dust. But I literally despise this character so much. And of course, he has to bring the past into this. And then, of course, Techno is spending the night at Tharn and Type's apartment, sleeping on the couch, when Type is so turned on by watching Tharn play the drums that him and Tharn have sex, while Techno is on the couch trying to sleep. It's like, dude, really? Keep it in your pants when you have your best friend literally on the couch and can hear and see everything. I love that before they have sex, Tharn is like, and now I know what my most cherished instrument is. And Type is like, the drums. And Tharn goes, no, you. And then, yeah, shit goes down. Once again, Techno needs to keep his mouth shut. Techno's like, last night I heard, and Type's like, no. You tell anyone about last night, you're dead. And Techno's like, dude, I slept like a baby. That's like very soundly and comfortably. Like, I slept fine. I slept great. No worries. I slept like a baby. It's perfectly fine. It's all good. Fucking Techno. Tharn wants to tell Lahong, hate him, that they're together. Techno's such a snoop. Sorry about that, guys. I'm telling Tar that his class ended early. And that's why he's able to pick him up. Type saying he feels like the bad guy, and then Tharn saying, "Don't you know we always fall for the bad guy?" Because Tharn wants to tell Lahong that they're in a relationship, and Type's not comfortable with it, but Type agrees to let him. And that's where all the drama from Lahong fucking starts. Cock blocker. Lahong brings food, not realizing that Type is gonna be there. And of course, Lahong drops the cup with water. I have to go meet my family, even though my family is never around. And yeah, Lahong tries to split and get out of there as fast as he possibly can after he finds out that they're in a relationship. Nothing suspicious about that. Well, you guys will find out what's up with him. Song's asking Tharn how he gets a girlfriend. Of course, Tharn and Tar run into each other. Uh-oh. More trouble. So much trouble for our couple. And I'm just gonna say, because I know everybody keeps keeps talking about it, but like seriously, Muse, like veins, whew. Every time I see this scene, I feel like Type got punched because it looks like he has a bruise over like on the side of his face. I feel like he got into a fight because it always looks like there's a bruise right here. Type. Telling Tharn to hurry up and go take a shower so you can come back and be my pillow. I feel you on that one. If I had a man like him, I'd be like, you're my pillow every night. Enjoy your peaceful moments while you got them, because they ain't gonna last. A random number calling Tharn's phone. Which you find out later on that random number is Tar. So, okay guys, that is the end of tharntype episode 9. I hope you all enjoyed my reaction. If you did, just leave a like, follow, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be reminded of the few days a week that I post. I'm trying to post 3 days a week, but it's not working out the way I want it to because I've been sick and stuff with the cold. So I'm just posting as often as I can at this point. Also, if you do have any BL suggestions for movies, TV series, does not matter what country or region or wherever it's from, as long as it does have English subtitles and I can find it on either the Drama Cool app, because I do watch stuff on Drama Cool, on Viki, or on YouTube or anything like that, just leave the names down below and I will take a look at those to review. I do have this going to be in chronicle order, so I'm doing tharntype and then I'm doing Love by Chance 1 and 2, because the characters from tharntype are in both of those, and then I'm going to do tharntype 2 and then a special episode of the tharntype thing. So yeah, so look forward to those. Anyway, this was episode 9. We are almost done with the series. There's only like 13 episodes. So thank you all for sticking on this journey with me. I hope you all enjoyed my reactions. Peace and love.